GingerGM. Monday morning blitz. How's everyone else feeling on this Monday? As jaded as me? I had a rather fun weekend, shall we say. So it's now time to get back to some sensibility and get some work done. First of all, a bit of blitz. I was going to play a long play video, do a long play video. I haven't forgot about them. I will do some at some point, don't you fear. The only issue is it's a bit harder to get a game, and it's nice playing a bit of blitz. So I thought what I'd do actually today, for a bit of fun, change it up a little bit. I'm going to play some blitz. I'm 26.31. I got to 2700 recently. I went down below 2500. My elo's like a blooming, white knuckle ride roller coaster. So but I thought what I'd do today is something a little bit different. I thought I would try out some Fisher Random, because I've recently been commentating on the Champions Fisher Random stuff going on over in America at St. Louis. I was doing that for chess.com, and I was really enjoying it. I was getting into it a lot, so hopefully I'll be able to get a game, and we might try that after I crush some fools. Let's crush some fools first, shall we? Okay, so this one looks interesting. Get some tactics going immediately. Okay, he's simply castled. That's a bit of a surprise. I thought he'd at least grab this pawn, and I will grab that pawn. Thank you very much. A Tetris. Put these weird shaped things up your bottom, sir. Ooh, on this Monday morning, the knights are coming in. Do you think he didn't even see this move? I mean, I don't know. It was a bit weird. I mean, I thought he'd take there, and then I do something like bishop f3, kick that knight away, and come in here. So I probably had a good position anyway. But he should have done that. He should have done that. All right. So I'm just gonna. Oh no, he can't take there. I'm gonna stop this knight coming in, because I want to move my queen somewhere active. Now I always have knight here, and I've got this extra pawn. So how about we come in here, so his knight is now pinned. I could have protected that one, but this looks a lot more aggressive. I'm actually threatening some weird move like bishop takes h5, because g6 and the knight are both pinned down. So that may be a threat, as well as possibilities of going knight f5 in some situations, even though I don't. Okay, so maybe I can go here now. Should we try this one? Why the hell not? Let's do it, because I'm being quite greedy, aren't I? I mean, I could have grabbed that one as well. Okay, so he is doing some stuff as well, but I think we can liquidate, because I have the f3 square for my bishop, and I've grabbed two, I would say, healthy pawns. So he's got to try and get some counterplay, which is what he's doing here. And now this one is very scary for him, surely. He can go queen d8, but let's put it in there. Let's see if we can generate something. Now, do I have queen here takes rook here? Because he's going to take this pawn. So how do we stop him taking that pawn? I mean, rook a4 looks a bit of a funny way to. It looks like I should be, doing something a bit more aggressive than that here. Queen here takes. Okay, well, I can't see anything, so let's go here. But I don't know. I don't like that move. It feels a bit funny. It feels a bit funny. Okay. All right. So he is swapping off. I haven't got much time, so I've just got to move quicker here. Do I have a knight check? No, I don't. So I'm still doing very well because I'm pawn up. I actually had rook there as well, didn't I? I'm a bit too much of a rush to get the pieces off. Rook h4, I mean, that would have been game over. Well, I don't know. It would have been very good. But this is, of course, a good position. Anyway. Now I can still go here, because I'm threatening mate. I'm threatening a check here and a check here. So he's got to run away. And now, how about this one? Oh, time, Williams, time. Okay, I've got to move quick. So check. What if f6? I'm trying to work out what I do with f6. How do I... Okay, and he's played it. Let's keep pushing. Oh dear. Oh, come on. Why there must be an easier one than this. This is madness. This is not completely clear at all, is it? Not clear at all. It is clear, but not on the clock. You can see I've gone into quiet mode. It's always worrying when I go into quiet mode. Oh dear, what's he doing? His pawns are coming quite quick, aren't they? That's most frustrating. Oh bollocks. When I say quick, I mean bloody quick. Excuse my French there, by the way. Yeah, dirty is good. We don't want to win normally. Yes, well, it was always going to be a bit tricky at the end there because I left myself with no time. But otherwise, that was quite a good start to the Monday. We'd take it. I want to at least... I mean, this move, a lot of people play this against me, but I don't really understand it because I get like a very good position straight away. Because bishop on g2, you've probably seen this kind of thing before. I mean, even if you swap start square bishops off, which a lot of people try to do. So what? I've got this lovely centre. And even f3, trying to get this bishop out is going to be bad. If you've got this position, you actually want the bishop to be on f1. And I know this from a French, because then it has more potential later on. I mean, he's probably got to get rid of my dark square bishop, but I've just got a lovely position here. Nice space advantage, slightly better for me, I'd say, because he's got no pawn breaks. Unlike a French defense, where this move often liberates and gets you free. But here, he doesn't have that. So I can decide which area of the board I'm going to play on. In this situation, it might be wise to go actually on the queen side, on the c file, because there's one open line there. The other idea is to shove this one and go for f4. But I think for the moment, we can just gain ourselves control of the queen side first. Now he can go there. Okay, so he's blocked it up on the king side. Could have taken, but I've got a space advantage. I'll just play normal moves. You don't always have to do anything completely crazy. Okay, so he's a little tactic there, which has maybe simplified the position. Did I not see that one? No, I didn't. Oh dear, that was stupid. Everything was going so smooth, and I haven't just blundered a pawn. I've allowed his knight to get to a fantastic square. Silly me. That was silly. Okay. Oh well. Oh well, old boy. Yes, that was annoying. I'd love to get this square, but I've just blundered a very good pawn. You know, that's annoying. And I've given control of that c file away. So all in all, pretty terrible. Right. So yeah, so what's next? Well, I mean, I've been doing a lot of blitz videos, haven't I, recently? And I feel that I should be trying to do some other videos, but blitz is so easy. You know, doing the blitz video on YouTube is so easy. You can just turn up and it's quite fun. Everyone enjoys playing a bit of blitz, don't they? So what am I doing here? I'm not playing at anything very good, that's for sure. This is really bad. Probably going to lose this game. So that's why I've been doing a lot of blitz videos. So I'm going to try to be a bit more creative for my YouTube videos soon. But I'm just doing these to make sure I've got something that you guys can still watch, you know. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't be creating much at the moment in time, just because there's loads of other things like the chessball course on the duck out, which I'm pretty happy about. I've got, I mean, mainly just good comments back, but there have been some people who have questioned, I think that one of the lines in the Leningrad, someone found a novelty. And of course, you can't always look at these new moves. You can't spot everything. You're doing something. So the next thing I need to do, and something, you know, which I always try to do, is improve you know, improve the course the best I can. And one thing about chessable does seem that you have the option of you know, going in there and adding to it after it's released, which is quite good. So if there's a line there which maybe can be improved, then you can go in and try to improve it. And I think that's a really good feature. So something I'm going to spend either today or tomorrow doing is going over any comments that have occurred and trying to make sure I have not, you know, I've done the best I can, and there's no errors at all left there. So what I'm up to, really. It's not that exciting, is it? It's not like, you know, I'm going on holiday to Bermuda or anything like that, unfortunately. You know, no, that's not happening. Not happening yet. Okay, so I've got a pretty terrible position, and if he goes Queen F6, I will resign, because when the queens come off, I mean, this is pretty terrible as well. But my only hope, let's see if he mates me. Is it mate? Probably. That looks like a jolly good start, and he is going to mate me on D7, so that's even better. That was just bad. That was just a blunder, wasn't it? It was a silly blunder that I played there. The other thing, GingerGM, we're getting our DVDs made at the moment, so in actual fact, the Grandmaster Gambits is taking a little bit longer than I hoped, and the only reason for that is we've already done about 5 hours, but I wanted to add some more gambits. So I'm sort of I'll keep thinking of these new gambits I want to add to it. So I'm thinking I'm quite happy the way it is, but why not make it better? So that's why I haven't released it yet. So it actually looks like the next DVD we're going to have released is a DVD by Fiona, which is really cool. So Fiona's done a DVD which is a bit lower level than our normal DVD, so it's going to have a different market. I think it's for those people who maybe, you know, are on GingerGM, and basically I get a lot of questions saying, oh, your videos are a bit too advanced. I've just started out in chess, you know, I want to learn some basics first, and I think Fiona's DVD is going to be absolutely brilliant for that. It's basically her journey from how she got to 1600 to as good as she became, and she did win gold medal in the Olympiad, which is a real impressive feat. So I think it's a great DVD, and it's really well done by Fiona, and it's jointly presented by me and her. So, and it's only using her own games. It's Fiona's fundamentals, so we're only looking at her own games, and I think, you know, it's going to be great for those of you who are a bit lower rated. I mean, if you're over 2200, then this is probably not the one for you, but for everyone who's under 2200, I think it's perfect DVD. So very excited about that one. And David Howell's down this week, and that is probably the thing I've been most excited about ever for GingerGM. David Howell is down, and David Howell is it's going to be brilliant. It really is. He's filming a course for us, 15-hour course, and the 15-hour course is, I don't have any funky stuff. No, I don't be silly. It's going to be our biggest ever thing. I'm really excited about it, and it's on how he became to 2700 and also England #1. So I think I'm going to learn quite a lot from that, and I think everyone else who's starting out in chess it's 15 hours of him. He's such a perfectionist. This is going to be our best ever production. We're going to make it as a course, so it's going to have interactive puzzles as well. But I'm really excited. As you can tell, I'm really excited about that. I generally am. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic, this production. So yeah, so that's going to be one of the best. I think it's actually, you know, I don't want to be big-headed, but I think it's going to be one of the best things, I'm going to say it, I think anyone's ever done in the world of chess productions. Don't let me down now, David. Well, I've seen some of it. The reason I say that, I've actually seen some of it already, and what I've seen I've been so impressed with. I mean, I've learned some really good tips for myself, and it's really explained in a very, very simple yet concise way, which is good. I mean, it's one thing having the knowledge, and I think a lot of top players obviously have the knowledge, but it's a completely another thing being able to express yourself and to teach. And not a lot, you know, not a lot of grandmasters or strong players can actually use that skill. But one thing I've seen with David is he has that skill, and it's going to be a very good course, not a DVD, should I say. Okay, so quite an interesting position here. I mean, I've got to stop his checks, and my knights seem to be dominating his bishop. So I'd rather not put my pawns on dance squares because of this bishop, but I'm trying to stop his pieces coming in, and on the same hand just keep a hold on these light squares. So this should be a bit better for me, because think about your opponent's move, and I can't see any obvious moves from my opponent. Okay, he can swap one knight, but then I've always got g4, and I think my knight would be dominating his pieces. So I'm just going to try to keep what we say a bit of a squeeze on the position, and before I do anything I might as well try and improve my position as much as I can. So probably going to have to break at some moment, so this move looks natural, because then if I get my knight out the way, my king can advance further into his territory. And again, he's really, I feel, struggling for moves here. So now I'm hoping my king can come nearer in. His knight can't move. Okay, now he wants to get his bishop here to create some counterplay. But that should be quite easy to stop by putting this here. And again, his knight still has no good squares. This is what I'm constantly trying to control. His knight can't come in. b7 is actually, in a lot of cases, a very bad square for the knight. As we saw there, it was a very bad square for the knight. I don't know why it ends up like these squares often are bad squares for the knights. I don't know why. It's just something I've noticed from experience. If you get your knight stuck on one of those squares, it can often backfire. Okay, let's see if we can Dutch him up. What country is that actually? Belarus. Okay, so he's going for this line. Let's see if I can play it a bit better now, because last time, I mean, I don't know why, you know, he'd want to repeat this variation. To be honest, it seems a bit silly to me. He's found a better way of doing it now, I suppose, because at least now he's found a way to break the center up. Now, normally I like continuing some move like this here, if I can, but that pawn's going to be lost, and I don't seem to have enough active counterplay. So I will take here and now try this one, because I love the move f4 on a Dutch. It really brings a very interesting position. If he ever takes it, my knight can often try to hop into a fantastic square, and it's a way just to make the position a bit more dynamic and interesting. Okay, so he wants to take here with a bishop, but I've weakened his king side a little, so I'm now going to move my pieces in. I'm hoping to get my bishop to this square. That's the idea of my last move. This square, which he stopped, so of course he's seen my idea. And maybe this makes sense, just to avoid any problems I might encounter with his d pawn. And is it now time to start trying to... I don't want to give away this square for... Okay, I'll play here. Probably about even, I would say. I've got some targets to attack over here, but he has got a nice d pawn. A little bit of pressure on the queen side as well. So it's an interesting position. Interesting position. So let's develop first of all. Okay, I'm quite happy to see that actually, because that knight was a good piece, and I felt like that knight should have come, you know, somewhere a bit more like b6y, if that's a way to explain it. So okay, I could have taken there first. Maybe I should have. Doesn't make too much difference. I can still go here, and oh, maybe it's not that bad for him. It's actually probably absolutely fine for him, isn't it? This position, because I can't get control of any files. I'm very solid though, so yeah, actually his idea was absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Pity he didn't fall for my little one mover. They rarely do, but let's see. Okay, so he's trying to come and do something over there, so I want to stop this check. Now if he goes g4, I'm going to move into f4, and that could get very double-edged, so I don't think you'd want to do that. Okay, so let's just put this on a slightly more aggressive square. Now, if anyone's queen can enter into the position, it's probably going to be game over, but I expect the most likely result here is a draw. Opposite coloured bishops, and at some point I wouldn't be surprised if the queens come off when a draw is pretty inevitable. This pawn is not too scary because I'm always controlling its advance, and I think he probably just puts his queen on f3 carefully here, and I don't see how I can make too much advancements. Okay, so he's playing a bit more ambitiously, but that could also backfire for him because this square is key. Okay, so he's tried to exchange off. Now this pawn, I don't think it's going to be too scary. Do I have to swap off? Probably have to swap off, and there should be a draw, but it's a pity. Oh, okay, he's won a pawn. Forgot about that one. He's got 2 passed pawns now. Not as easy as I'd liked. Takes there, takes. Okay. Now I think this is a good move. I think. And it should give me the draw quite easily. Okay, let's take that one. I mean, he can sit here, but he can't break me down here. I'll offer a draw. He can play on if he wants, but as long as I don't lose on time, there's no way he can break me down here. Absolutely no way at all in a million years. My bishop can just sit, and he can play on and on for as long as the cows come home, but there's no way he can break me here. Exactly. His king can't get around, so it's an easy draw. Oh, I'll offer him a draw. He offered me a draw and I turned it down, but that's a little bit cheeky. Oh, we have a okay, so what should we try now? Okay, time for h4. No one over 2500 has ever played h4, and I love playing these crazies when your opponent says, okay, I'll do something crazy as well, because you get out the books early, and that's why I like, you know, playing something weird or move one occasionally, because your opponent might get insulted and think, this bastard, look at him with his outrageous play, and you get an interesting position earlier on. So let's keep going. Why the hell not? And his queen side is looking a little bit scary, and where is my play? I think he's benefited more than me, I have to admit, from this rather bizarre opening here. He's 2 pawns up now. Who cares about those? Who cares about him? Who cares about your pawn? Yeah, nothing. Okay, so let's dive in. You can see I hesitated with that move. So this is numero umero, but this is tumero, whatever that means. And this is another idea. Oh yeah, they're coming in. So we've created a little bit of chaos. Now this one looks like an interesting move. Keep them coming. And now I can go pawn takes, but I'm walking into a bit of a pin. And bishop takes c6. Okay, I don't mind him taking here. He's going to lose a lot of time because he has to keep this one defended. And I get one tempo to develop. And also now his queen is looking a bit dangerous. Actually, I think I've got a great position now. Okay, so do we go here? Why not? Why not? I suppose he's got rook here and queen g6. I don't want to swap queens off anymore. Certainly not in this position. Because his king must be weaker than my king now. Okay, he's gone here straight away, but I thought I could just go check here and hit these 2 pieces. Rook here is, that's why I think he had to put his rook on this square first. This is just game over. Good opening, 17 moves with h4. Okay, you can fight on. I won't even take the rook because this one keeps my initiative going. It's much stronger. Right, let's see if I can get to 2650 then. And what are we going to go for next? Okay, well, let's keep the Dutch up. I haven't actually won one with the Dutch, have I, against his rather unambitious opening, which I don't think is very good. So come on, I mean, okay, so this is the one. Let's see if I can get the normal attack going in this game. The attack that wins hundreds of games. F4, bishop h3, knight g4, checkmate. This has won me literally hundreds of games. Knight g4, take here, queen takes h2, mate. I've talked about this in, you know, my latest things. Bloody strong attack. Okay, so can I go bishop g2? I mean, knight d7 is a perfectly okay move, but bishop d2 is loads of fun. I go bishop h1, rook takes is also very interesting. Bishop g2, bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes. Okay, bishop. I don't know. Maybe I could have played that. I might. Okay, now I can definitely do it because I've got an extra rook. He's completely ignoring any danger to his position. So here, bishop takes, queen takes. Let's play it. It looks interesting to me. Bishop f1 may have been better. I'll have a look at this afterwards. Actually, bishop f1 was probably stronger. I just needed to get that bishop out of the way to get into h2. Now I'm winning a queen, but I've suddenly realised he's getting a lot of pieces. Okay, now I'm not sure he should have done that. I'm thinking he should have probably just gone queen takes check, rook f8. Don't know how many pieces I was getting there. Okay, anyway, so, well, what is happening here? Can you do this? Okay, so we take here, and we'll keep some initiative going here for sure. So queen here, queen e2 or rook a2. And then this is one of my main ideas. So I probably should gain a tempo on the way and try to get this knight into g4. Because I'm not going to checkmate with these two pieces, so I need to bring in more pieces into the party. Now knight e4, knight takes g4, knight takes here, check, king here. Maybe I should just take on g3 and keep my threats alive. Okay, let's keep going. There's no point backing down now. Now I was thinking I have a check here, king f1, rook check here. Check, king here, rook check, bishop f3. Very nearly checkmating. Have queen takes g3 then, but I think this is even stronger because I've got this one coming in. My main threat is of course queen h2, but that combined with rook f8, his king is in loads of trouble here. He can't move his bishop, so I don't know how he stops it. Goes here, I do this check and rook f8 again, which I was trying to do earlier on when I was doing these tactical ideas. Well, if he moves his queen, I can also just take his rook. So I'm not sure how he's going to defend this one. Too many threats. Okay, he's a whole rook up, but this is like typical Dutch. This is when it all goes right, you know, when you just Dutch him up. Okay, this must be me. I can just go here as well. This might be the best move, but I've got check, king here, bishop h4. I don't want to check here, check, and allow king e1. So he's got this check. I don't want to allow that one. So I think I should just stop his king running away because he can't move his bishop still and play here. The threat is there. I mean, I couldn't see a checkmate after check king f1 because his king was trying to run to d2 unless I missed something there. So this is threatening queen h2, and of course I now have just brought another piece into the attack. The other move was bishop h4 there. Okay, so he's got to play this, but now I get my rook back and the attack keeps on rolling. So I think I'll take the knight because I gain a tempo on his queen, and I don't see how he can defend anymore. This is maybe a threat as well, but I can just bring my knight back so he resigns. Oh yeah, so there is the Dutch. Go and buy my chessable course now and you will learn to play like that and defeat 20s in 20 moves of black. I've had so many games along those lines. I mean, I'm not joking. I mean, like, you know, this kind of attack You know, I didn't know we'd have to think about it. It's amazing. It's so good against people who play the English and the Reti, because they play all these moves without thinking. And then before they know it, it's like you get this monstrous attack. And as soon as you get this configuration, which occurs in so many games, it really does. And it always will do. It will give you, just learning the Dutch to play against the English and Reti is a great idea. And, you know, I might have been able to play this better, but this is a very dangerous attacking position here. I've got so many attacking. And with this one, I'm bringing this one in, and this one might be coming over. My bishop might be coming over. It's incredibly dangerous for him. I don't think he should be able to survive around here. Okay, so I think I'm going to now try. I'll finish just by 2 Fisher randoms for a change. So let me just change some of my settings, and we'll see if we can get a Fisher random game. Get one in a couple of minutes, because it might be a bit harder searching for Fisher random because people don't necessarily play Fisher random. So I've got over 2650. That's a good little. Yeah, good. That's good. What was I trying to say? Crazy house. Is that what they called it? What, crazy house? Bug? No, it's not that, is it? That's something else. Why am I finding it hard to even find it? Live. Okay, 3 minute. Okay, let's see. I'll wait a couple of minutes and then, you know, we'll see what happens. So I'm still waiting for internet to come at the place I've just moved to. We're into a new place, so hopefully that will arrive, because then it will mean I can stream a lot easier. Because at the moment, like, you know, I've got to come to the office to stream, which I share this very small little office. So I'm going to get back into a bit of streaming on a bit more of a regular basis. But first of all, I told you what I'm doing. It is the chessable stuff. I'm trying to make that as good as I can. Already, I think it's pretty perfect, to be honest. I mean, it's 10 hours of video, money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, it's not your kind of thing, you just get your money back. But any of you want to learn the Dutch like that, go and check out. It's in previous videos, the link's there. They've still got 50% off at the moment, but I think that's going to end in the next day or so. So it's your last chance really to get a good deal there. Otherwise, you're going to end up paying a lot of money, which, you know, you don't want to do that. It's a lot of money anyway. I'll be honest. You know, $80 is a lot, but that's what they sell for nowadays, and you're getting a lot of tuition in there and a lifetime's work. Okay, now I might have to arrange this 960. I am searching for a game as I speak, but no one's jumping on, so we'll do that another time, I think. So thank you for watching, and I quite enjoyed that little blitz session. Not too shabby, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.